Bilang, paano mag-start? Day 8. So I'm back here sa cafe shop as usual. Umorder na rin. Minsan lang din kasi ako umorder dito. So yun, let's get straight to the point. So following the previous video nung nakaraan, I receive a lot of feedback na nagustuhan nila yung ganong kind of videos when it comes to yun yan, mindset and interaction, ganon, mga na-notice kong difference. So if you haven't watched that video, you could watch it. Sa YouTube posted na rin. Carl Unfiltered, FB page, Carl Unfiltered, same lang. But today, I want to talk something about na related to that. And I am somewhat passionate din sa, it's a skill eh. It's a skill that you can develop. And sa akin kasi, kaya ako naging interesado sa skill na to kasi I have struggled with this skill. I have struggled building this skill through, kumbaga, I have to learn it the hard way bago ko makita yung resulta on developing this skill. And this skill is about developing or mastering your body language. Today, hindi masyado familiar ang mga tao, especially the youth or my generations, about the importance of body language. Body language, yung mga non-verbal cues. Like, for example, your posture, the way you make eye contact, the way you shake someone else's hand, the way you talk, your mannerisms. So yun yung mga body language, yun yung mga non-verbal cues ba? So di ba nga naturo sa atin, like majority, 80 to 90% ng communication, like when you're interacting with someone, when you're talking with someone, 80 to 90% is body language. Hindi talaga part yung kung ano yung sinasabi mo, kung ano yung gusto mo sabihin, yung content. 80 to 90%, yung tone, yung sinasabi nga nila na it is not about what you say, it is about how you say it. Or kung paano mo i-convey yung mga words mo, yung message mo. Parang tulad tong ginagawa ko. In today's generation, feeling ko, especially yan, my generation, are not aware of how important body language is. So, bakit ba importante yung body language? I mean, you can use it in multiple ways. Like, everyday nangyayari, everyday mapapansin mo, like, especially if aware ka sa body language, mapapansin mo na madaming usage yung body language. Whether in interview, speaking in front of the camera, pa nagre-report ka, when you're meeting or interacting with someone new, ginajudge ka agad nila. And when you have impeccable body language, when you have good posture, you maintain eye contact, madaming usage yung body language. Naalala ko, I'm gonna tell you a story. So ako kasi, I am someone, isa sa mga laging nako-compliment sa akin is, yun nga, may body language, may posture. Lagi nilang sinasabi, Carl, ang ganda ng posture mo, ganon. Or bakit ka lagi straight tumayo. And yeah, nabuild ko siya over the years. I'm really conscious with my posture, the way I stand, the way I walk. And sinasabi ng iba sa x-rays ko daw, pag nagpo-pull-ups ako, na-develop ko daw yung posture na yon, yung military style, upward posture, erect, ganon. Pero hindi talaga yun yung reason kung bakit, exercising is part of it, mag-improve posture mo, undeniable. Pero another thing is, I'm just aware of my body language. Like, aware ako on how I present myself with people. Kasi alam ko on top of my mind, when I have good posture, when I have, I don't have close posture. Ano bang posture ngayon ng modern men, modern people? Diba? There's ganito modern posture mo. You're probably watching this and ganito posture mo. Matamaan na yung gusto tamaan. You're slouch, you have a forward head posture. Like, ano yung kino-convey nito, di ba? Like, for example, may papasok ngayon. Like, let's say kahit sino, may high status na tao na papasok. Pag yung ganito yung posture mo, like, ano yung kino-convey nito na message, di ba? Parang you're conveying, like, you're not in a dominant position. You're not in a authoritative position. Kaya mahalaga yung mga first impression eh. Kasi it sticks like a glue. Kung yung unang impression sa ng tao for the rest of the period, for the rest of the time, yun yung tatatak sa utak niya. Unlike when, let's say for example, when may papasok na tao and I'm in this body language, I'm in this posture, chest out, like hindi ako like too much tight sa body ko. I'm comfortable with my body, my space, I'm taking space, I'm using my surrounding. Like, as you can see yan, sobrang na-develop ko na yung posture ko, yung body language ko. Yan, gumagalaw yung hands ko. I'm making eye contact from time to time. My tone changes. I'm emphasizing some of the words. So, mahirap kasi mapansin to. Like, you really need to practice your body language skills. Pero anyway, going back to my story, I am someone na always get complimented with my body language, with my posture, the way I present myself. Naalala ko dati, nag-CR ako yun. This was way back in senior high school days, nung grade 12 ako. So, nasa CR ako yun. Medyo unhygienic siguro to, pero anyway, nag-change kasi ako ng clothes yun, nag-change ako. Then napansin niya ako na, so ayun, kinompliment niya ako, I have a good physique daw, ganun-ganon. Then we had a small conversation. Then at the end, I asked him his name, and we shook hands. Then nagulat siya sa akin. Nagulat siya in a way na ang firm daw ng handshake ko. Nanlaki yung mata niya, nag-iba yung facial expression niya. Parang, yeah, it's a simple thing na shaking someone else's hand. Pero in today's generation, it's unfamiliar. It's like, hindi na masyado gamit to. Like, makikipag-shake ka ng hands. Like, hindi ka marunong. Like, especially if lalaki ka, you don't know how to shake someone else's hand in a masculine way, in a firm. And hindi rin yung crushing na parang sinishake mo yung someone else's hand. Pero alam mong dominant ka. Alam mong comfortable ka to shake someone else's hand. Hindi yung I have met a lot of people. Pag makikipag-shake ako ng hands sa kanila, they're doing this weird, awkward way na they will reach for me and we're shaking hands like this. And not yung talagang grip na grip. Hindi naman yung ikakrush mo. Pero yung, alam mo pag nakapag-shake ka, alam mo yun, hindi mo pa kilala yung tao. Alam, going back to my point dati, hindi mo pa kilala yung tao. Pero pag, mafe-feel mo pag nakapag-shake hands ka sa tao, lalo if yung tao na yun is a high-status guy, nakapag-shake hands ka sa kanya, mararamdaman mo this guy is into something. Like, alam mong, he's the real deal, ganon. Alam mong may ginagawa siyang, he's on his path, he's on his purpose. So, things like this, body language like this, non-verbal cues, napaka-simple, napaka-insignificant, pero malaki yung benefit niya, malaki yung contribution niya in social interaction. And I am someone, nasa level na ako, nasa position na ako wherein I'm so conscious and aware with my body language, my posture, na nanonotice ko itong mga subtle difference na to in someone. And majority na nanonotice ko talaga is they're unfamiliar, they're awkward, like the way they stand, napaka-awkward, like they don't know where to put their hands. So things like this, mga mannerism, mga small, like they keep touching their hair, they keep fixing their clothes. Wala naman din masama doon. Pero it's just how you present yourself. So may quote dun parang, alam mo yun, the way you present yourself is how you perceived by other people. And when you present yourself as someone who is confident, in a position to talk in this confident manner, people perceive that. People put you in a higher position, they put you in a high status, and sino ayaw yun? So, malaga develop it's part of your self-improvement. That's why we're doing this. Ang self-improvement, hindi lang gym, yung ginagawa natin, hindi lang like mga 1% better every day. Make sure part of your self-improvement is improving your social skills, the way you communicate with people. Kasi makalaga yun. We're social creatures. We're meant to interact. We're meant to talk with people. We're meant to make friends. And mahalaga na we have this aware tayo or attune tayo sa social interaction, sa social skills. So definitely non-verbal cues, body language, the way you present yourself is part of your self-improvement. Naalala ko din, napansin ko din, minsan, pag may, yun nga, reporting namin sa schools or na-invite ako na to speak in front of the class or like answering a Q&A sa pageant, isa kong napansin, minsan, pag nagdi-deliver ako ng sagot ko or when I'm sharing something or talking to someone, minsan I'm not really confident. Like yung internal ko, like my insides, like sa mind ko, sa brain ko, I don't feel confident or I'm not sure about what I'm speaking. Minsan ganon. Pero minsan, pagka ganon nangyayari sa akin, I try to stay calm and composed and yung ginagamit ko to my advantage, yung body language ko. I still stand up straight, I present myself in a good way, and minsan that's all it takes to convince people and really believe in you. Minsan pag nakikita ng tao na, yeah, maperperceive ka niya na, ano ba sinasabi nito? Pero pag comfortable ka sa body language mo, the way you present yourself, minsan maniniwala sila eh. Kasi, yun nga, napipick up nung tao. Again, hindi to conscious, pero depende kung ma-develop mo tong skill na to. Subconsciously, napipick up mo yung mga mannerism kasi nung tao eh. Mapipick up mo na, he's probably that confident guy, he's that social extroverted guy. So, yun yung isa ko na mga napansin. Isa din, dito rin papasok yung, dahil ko na-receive na comments sa last video ko, with regards sa pagpapasok ka ng new environment, when you're entering a new room with different people, and they can sense your energy, your presence, your warm presence, or yung tinatawag nilang aura, yung tinatawag nilang ganon, napakasikat yung term today. Pero sometimes, that aura na, alam mo yun, minsan na-perceive mo yung tao, bakit ang lakas ng aura na, yung charm niya, yung sobrang intrigued din ako din eh. Maybe I could make another video about this. Developing, your charisma naman. Your charisma. It's also a skill. It's also part of this. Pero one way, when you observe people who's charismatic, who's in leadership roles, mga president, someone who's appointed in leadership roles, isa mo mapapansin, these leaders, these kind of people, these charismatic people, are so attuned and sobrang well-developed yung body language nila, the way they present themselves. Sobrang familiar sila sa body language. They studied it for a very long time. Main takeaway in this video is improve your body language, improve your non-verbal cues. This includes the way you talk, the way you walk. Ay, hindi pala isa ko din, share ko lang din. There's a period of my life, lalo yung first year, after nung pageant ko yun, niloloko ako ng mga classmates ko. Kasi, naglalakad daw ako, para daw akong nasa edit. Ayun yung mga viral edits na naglalakad ako, para daw ako nasa slow motion. Parang ako daw yung main character pa naglalakad. Yun, lagi nila ako niloloko. Lagi ako nasa ng mga classmates ko and some of my friends na si Carlo, nasa edit na naman pagpapasok na ako ng room, gano'n. Ay, nakakatawa lang din. Pero, in actuality, i-reveal ko na, I'm actually doing it on purpose. I'm actually doing it like I'm aware na I'm doing that on purpose. I walk slowly. I talk slowly. I take my time. Mga simple lang to. Pero, yun nga, yung speaking slowly, walking slowly, taking your time, even like this, grabbing your drink in a slow manner and sipping it in a slow manner, conveys something. It conveys na you take your time, you're in control. So, compare mo yung version na yun. Compare mo yung version na, let's say yung version na papasok ako. Version na kunyari late ako. Version A, alam kong late ako, kunyari may exam, may quiz. Ganon. Papasok ako, nagmamadali ako. Ang jittery ko, ang galaw ko, ang kulit ko. ang jerky ng mga movements ko, ang sudden, yung mga ganong galawan. Nagmamadali ako pumasok, like nagmamadali ako mag-ayos. Tinan mo, ano yung kino-convey ng tao na yon? Ano yung pag nakita ko ng tao na papasok ko ng late, tapos ang gulo ng hairstyle mo, ang gulo mo, you don't present yourself in your best, nagmamadali ka, nako-conscious ka, di ba na-perceive ng tao, he's not in control with his life, he's not on his purpose, and he's probably, yun nga, late siya, ganon. Versus version B, na yes, late ka, I mean, kung may exam, dapat magmamadali ka talaga. Pero let's say, you stay calm, you stay composed, you walk slowly. Alam mo, eventually, you will get to your room. You walk slowly. Alam mo yun, version B conveys a different kind of version. That version, maperperceive ka ng tao na, he's probably in control with his life. He's someone na his life is in order. So yun, itong pinag-usapan ko, itong mga non-verbal cues, mga body language, sobrang subtle niya. And ito yung mahirap nga kasi yung napansin ko sa generation natin, the art of body language, the art of non-verbal cues is dying. Like, wala nang paki yung tao on how they will present themselves. Like, ayos lang sa kanila, makikita mo yung mga tao, ayos lang sa kanila na pag maglalakad sila, they're on their phones, nakaslouch sila, like, pag nakikipag-interact sila sa tao, nakikipag-usap sila, like ako, for example, ako to, pet peeve ko to nakikipag-usap ako sa tao, like, in the present moment ako, then makikita ko yung tao, cellphone siya ng cellphone, like, so yun nga, the art of socializing, the art of body language, the art of non-verbal cues is dying. Hindi na familiar yung tao on how to convey themselves in a confident manner, in a manner na they will respect you. It's dying. And I want to bring it back. I want to share my knowledge with regards sa body language kasi body language and non-verbal cues. Kasi I am someone na I've struggled with this. So may mga struggles din ako pagdating sa developing my body language. Like naalala ko dati, I will watch a lot of YouTube videos regarding body language to para ma-improve ko kasi I'm an observant guy. I'm that observant person. I like to observe. I like to pick up some of the patterns. And naalala ko kasi dati, ina-admire ko yung mga tao na, alam mo yun, natural siyang charismatic, he's a natural leader. And I admire those traits. That's why I make a promise to myself na, yes, I will improve myself. Ino-observe ko sila. How do they talk? How do they present themselves? Paano yung tone nila? And with that, over the years, dinevelop ko yung body language ko. I just don't copy someone else. I've also developed my own. And that's why I'm in this position. I'm able to convey myself in a confident manner, in a dominant position. So yun lang yung gustong pag-usapan in today's video. The importance of body language. And in today's generation, it's dying. I don't know why it's dying. I don't know why hindi na napipick up ng tao yung body language. Pero yun lang yung gusto ko, take away. Improve your body language, improve the way you communicate, improve your social skills. Social skills is part of your self-improvement and never ever ignore that. Tama na yung lone wolf mindset. Matagal nang laos yung mindset na yon. That's not the new meta. The new meta is a guy who is social butterfly. He's extroverted guy, he's greeting everyone. He got this charismatic or vibe in himself. People like him. People admire him. That's the new meta. That's the new ideal guy you should strive for. So yun lang. I hope you learned a thing or two sa sinabi kong topic. I'm really passionate about this. And even I'm still work in progress pagdating sa body language. So who knows? Maybe in the future, stay tuned. I'll make a body language course. That's pretty much it. Agenda for today. yung sinasabi ko sa previous video ko, I'm gonna collab with a famous bodybuilder. Joke lang, hindi siya kaklase ko, first year, is also a physical therapy. He's a jack guy. And yan, bodybuilding, nag-compete na siya. Last time, he got second. So I'm really excited with that. Collab kami. He's gonna do my workout. Then we'll do some gym exercises. Then maybe posting at the end. Yun lang. Then that's pretty much it. I'll see you at the gym. Hey, let's go. Ayan, I'm at the gym na. I'm here with Kuya Renz. Let's go.
Let's go.
And so, hindi, same course, PT din, physical therapy. So today, napagkasunduan namin, we're going to do a workout. So, combined mix is going to do my workout, my weighted calisthenics workout. Then, I'll also try his workout. Magre-recommend din siya sa akin ng pang mga gym exercise. Alam mo naman ako, hindi ako ganun ka-experience sa mga gym exercise. Leg day, wag muna tayo, skip muna natin yun. Hindi mahalaga yun, yun. Then siguro at the end, isolation. Then, if you don't know, he's a competitive bodybuilder. He competes last time, second. Di ba? Second place, nalala ko yun. So yeah, he's going to teach me how to pose. Yan, lalo magiging aesthetic. Promise ba yun, lalo magiging aesthetic?
Yeah,
okay, nice. So yun, he's going to teach me how to pose. Then also gonna teach him some technique naman. So I'll introduce him sa realm ng weighted calisthenics. So iba din kasi minsan yung form ng ginagawa ng mga bodybuilders sa pag-transition sa weighted calisthenics. So improve din natin yun. Other than that, ayun, konting interview lang din kay Renz. Like, introduce yourself lang din. Like yun yan, na-mention ko na you're a bodybuilder, gano'n. Then,
So, ako si Christopher Renz Esteo.
Yes.
I've been a fitness trainer for the last 4 years.
lakas mo. Yan.
And now I'm currently taking physical therapy course to furthermore enhance my knowledge. Now I'm with Carl. Gonna try his weight training program. And let's go.
Yun din. So, ever since, di ba nga, nag-compete ka, do you have any future plans to compete again? Or parang focus ka muna ngayon sa sa career mo and acads mo?
Sa ngayon, pinapokus ko muna yung off-season ko, which is slow muscle gain hanggang sa maging satisfied na ako sa foundation ng katawan ko. Tapos, pag binigay na sa akin yung chance ulit na makapag-prep, maluwag sa schedule ng pag-aaral, go ulit.
Pwede. Stay tuned for that. We're going to support. Who knows? Maybe ako'y susunod na
Baka susunod.
Wait lang, kailangan ko muna i-build yung legs ko. Na-catch up pa. So yun, we'll see at the first exercise. Set up lang namin mga gagawin. Pag mag-start, secure mo na yung grip. Di ba usually sanay kayo? Di ko lang paano mag-pull-ups, pero siguro ganito ka mag-pull-ups.
Lat pull-downs.
Yeah, pwede rin. Pero sa akin kasi, since mag-weighted tayo, mas mabigat yun. Mas okay na naka-thumbs under the bar. Tignan mo, pag naka-thumbs under, nakalock na, ayun, no? Mas mahirap siyang dumulas kesa yung dito. So sa akin, bago talaga ako mag-start, lalo pag may weight, pag mabigat, pinipiga ko na talaga yung bar. Hindi ko na hinahayaang dumulas. Isa din, hindi naman kailangan sobrang ganyan. Hindi rin kailangan ganyan. Parang in between lang. Kasi mamaya dudulas yan pag mabigat na yung weight natin. Hindi muna tayo magpo-pull-ups. Parang yung first ng pull-ups, ganto-ganto lang muna. Ito lang yung gagalaw. Straight lag yung arms. Kaya mo mag-relax ka dito. Yan. Saka mo ulit babalik doon. Yan. Goods. Yan. Mga 10 lang, 8. Basta na yun. Malakas ka na kasi, so di mo na kailangan ganun ka na kaagad. Autistic way pagpaliwanag kung bakit mahalaga yun. Diba scapular pull-ups? Like, lalo pagka beginners, kaya ako laging pinapagawa. Ginagawa ko pa rin sa warm-up ko from time to time. Yung kasi una nangyayari sa pull-ups, di ba yun yung, pag nag-pull-ups ka, yun yung unang mangyayari. So ito yung logic nila. If mahina ka sa position na to, paano mo in-expect na mas malakas ka sa position na to if hindi mo mahila yung sarili mo sa, parang sa bench press? Ito yung starting position, di ba? If mahina ka rito, paano mo in-expect na mapupush mo from here? So like yung sinasabi, pag may gustong matutong mag-pull-ups, maging malakas sa pull-ups, start ka palagi dun sa dead hang, tas scapular. Kasi yun yung unang nangyayari sa pull-ups eh. Igaganyan mo muna eh. Bago mo, igaganon. So, yun yung purpose niya. Kaya ako siya ginagawa. Bigay mo talaga yung bar.
Wala na, top set ko na to.
Hindi yan. Ito lang. Hindi agad. Nice. 1. Squeeze yung abs. Squeeze yung abs. Nice. 2. Okay. Okay na. Nice. Kaya 40.
Testing.
Kaya 40. Let's go. Where's I'm strong? Let's go. Pre, bakit sobrang lakas ko? Shit. I'm strong.
Go it down. More. Let's go. Let's go. No more.
Let's go, Renz. Nice. Pull. Nice. Let's go. Explosive. 2. Continue lang. 3. Continue lang. Let's go. 4.
Hindi na kaya.
Nice. Let's go. Set 2. Let's go.
Carl made me do this.
Sinusumpa niya na ako. Let's go. Yan. Exhale agad. Yan, exhale. Nice. Tuloy. Nice. 2. Continue. Yan. Squeeze ang abs. Ipitin mo yung weight. Ipit. Nice. Continue. Pull. Ay pa?
Hindi na.
Di na? Nice one. Let's go. Ilan yun?
5.
5? Nice one. Shit, bigat niyan. Tapos first time mo ginawa. Ayan.
Up. Shit. Kaya. 7.
7 ba? Nice. Push. Nice one. Tuloy lang. All out. Continue. Let's go. Hey. Ayun na. Eh, di lahat pala nag-55 ka na lang din. Continue. Hey. Ilang repetitions ng warm-up?
Try mo siya for 12.
Alalan?
For 12 reps.
12 din paano? Need ko ba mag-lean forward?
Lean forward ka ng konti.
Need ko bend. Ayos lang.
Bend. Tapos palabas lang siya.
Palabas lang.
Lead with your elbows.
Lead with your elbows. Okay.
Yeah.
Yan.
Focus mo yung contraction dito sa side legs. Yan. Basic. Striations.
Kable ng kuryente. Doon, hindi na kasya ata. All out na to?
All out na to.
All out na? Okay. Saan tayo magkatamaan?
Hey.
3, 2, may lang ako ah.
Why?
Meron mo. Bana. Hindi ka.
Side chest.
Side chest? Hindi ako sanay mag-side chest. Parang mas maganda lighting mo dyan. Back. Absentize. Yeah. Ay, hindi, sige. Paano ito? Marunong dito. Ito na yan. Ito na yan. That's it. So that's it. Workout done. And experience na ni Kuya Renz yung weighted calisthenics. So, ayun. Anong sasabi mo sa ginawa nating workout?
Ang masasabi ko sa weighted calisthenics na pinagawa sa akin ni Carly is talagang mahirap siya. Pero ramdam mo yung function ng body mo kasi in-work mo siya in hard way. Ayun. Kaya ayos yung workout na binigay mo sa akin.
Nice. Sa tingin mo, marirecommend mo din ba na, alam mo, kunyari matagal na sila nag-bodybuilding, puro weightlifting lang ginagawa nila, marirecommend mo din ba na try din nila mag-calisthenics, gano'n, try din nila mag-weighted calisthenics or ibang form ng ng training sa tingin mo?
Yes, ma-recommend ko rin ng calisthenics or weighted calisthenics kasi syempre ang fitness hindi lang siya sa bodybuilding. Everywhere siya. Kahit sa pag-walk mo, escape or bike, hindi lahat ng fitness. Kaya try nyo ang calisthenics.
Ayun. True guys, try nyo calisthenics, skip nyo na yung gym. The joke. So yun, we did, nag-posting din kami. Then, mga future plans, who knows? Calisthenics athlete tries a bodybuilder workout or I don't know, compete, ganun din, joke lang. So yun, stay tuned for more workout videos. Yun lang. Thank you, Kuya Renz, for your time and effort.
Salamat.
Next time ulit. That's it, guys. See you soon.